Can't be bothered with paying homage to forefathers. See the future like the car show floor models. Both feet in the snow so that my core follows. We don't mourn for the dead, nigga, we pour bottles. Drown sorrows, ocean blue Murcielagos. Started with Similac powder in a baby bottle. Yeah, the formula is warning ya. Crack kills, offerings to the coroner. Kill my eldest brother, nigga, I be damned. Gator at my mama house, welcome to zombie land. A hustler's paradise, a lucky paradise. Down 40, but a streak gon' have you square by night. Didn't bat an eye at it, kept the poker face. Cause the batter eye at it had the coca base.
Yo. So it's happening. Welcome to ITSJONJONTV. And on today's live, we got a whole bunch of stuff to cover, a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, because right now, the hot topic is Kobe Bryant, all right? Bleacher Report, they just came out with a top 100 list, top 100 ever, right? And, of course, the internet is kind of in an uproar because of Kobe's positioning. So I'm going to actually go ahead and check out Bleacher Report's list. I actually have it up right here, so go ahead and look at it together. But as you see here, and I'm just going to kind of skim through it because it's 100 players. I don't really have time to talk about all 100 players. But we're actually going to get to the meat and potatoes of what we actually want to talk about in this episode here, so or live. But starting at 100, you got Artis Wilmore, Dave Bing, I don't disagree. Klay Thompson, which, relatively low. I mean, 4-time champion. He do only have like 2 All-NBA performances, but, being in that guard position is very difficult. So I think it's a little low, but Bernard King, 97, 96, Joe Dumars, Finals MVP. I mean, it is kind of, it's going to be interesting to see who's ahead of him, because he was a bad man, especially in the late 80s. Michael Jordan got a lot of respect for him. So, and I'm going to try not to go in depth with all these players. I never was able to pronounce this guy's last name. I ain't going to lie to you. Dave the Butcher. Don't go for me in the comments on my little pronunciation of his name. Bill Sherman is at 94. Jason Tatum. And of course, like Jason Tatum, he's still young, even though he is coming off an Achilles injury. He's probably going to be out majority of next year. With his style of play, it's not really above the rim anyway. I think he'll be just fine. Might have like a recovery similar to KD, but he's at 93. Lenny Wilkins, 92. Bad man. 91. Chauncey Billups, which I'm glad to see him on the list. Definitely a contender. He did win a championship, Finals MVP. Was making the Eastern Conference Finals with the Pistons. Man, it seemed like every year they was in the conference finals, and even when he went to Denver, they made a conference finals. Chris Webber, all right, glad to see Chris Webber getting love at 90. Very underrated power forward. Earl the Pearl Monroe, 89. Draymond Green, 88. Now, is Draymond better than Klay Thompson? I mean, he's a defensive player of the year, yeah, but only 2-time All-NBA. Like what makes Draymond better than Klay? I don't know about that one, but he's at 88, 87 Alonzo Mourning, one of the best defenders in history. As you see, 2-time defensive player of the year. Tony Parker, 86. I ain't mad at that. 85, Sam Jones. 84, Adrian Dantley. Straight certified bucket. The leading scorer, all-time leading scorer in 1980, right? In the 80s decade. 83, Jimmy Butler. Relatively low in my opinion, but hey. 82, Bob Lanier. 81, Dikembe Mutombo. I mean, 4-time defensive player of the year, but I mean, he was a great defender. I don't know. We'll see who's ahead of him. Nate Tiny Archibald, underrated guard. Grant Hill, 79. Yeah, I mean, he has the accolades, 5-time All-NBA. I'm pretty sure all of those was with Detroit. 7-time All-Star. He did kind of get, I think he got one in Orlando, the other ones. Yeah, man, this is like Detroit, Grant Hill. Pretty sure Tracy McGrady going to be on here too then. 78 Paul George. All right. 77 Pete Maravich. 76 Alex English. Bad man. 75 Manu Ginobili. I do agree that Ginobili is better than Parker, even though Parker did get the Finals MVP. Because man, you definitely had to sacrifice, but you also got to look at like the Olympic and FIBA accolades also. 74 Dave Cowens. 73 Hal Greer. 72 Paul Arizin. And a lot of these guys getting love, you know, like you still got to kind of show respect for a lot of the legends. 71 Chris Bosh. 70 Wes Unseld. I mean, yeah, he was an MVP, Finals MVP, champion. I don't know, man. Like, you got to give respect to people like Wes Unseld, but like, is he really better than like Alonzo Mourning? 69 Kyrie Irving, which he definitely belongs in the top 75. He should have made the top 75 lists a couple years ago, honestly. Don't know why he got disrespected. 68 Robert Parrish. Okay. 67 Dennis Rodman. I don't disagree there. 66 Joel Embiid. I mean, yeah, I'll say that's fair because he's always hurt. 65 Vince Carter. And anybody joining the live, I'm actually testing something out new. Oh, right hand Cam, what's happening, bro? What's up, dude? What's up, man? I see that you in the chat. I don't know why it's not popping up. I got a little bit of a delay in my software I'm recording with, man. But what's up with you, bro? Wonder why it's not popping up. I actually have a browser link and it's not popping up here. I'm trying to have it where people can see my chat. Vince Carter, 65. Damian Lillard, 64. I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with this. You know, he definitely is underrated. Probably should have more All-Star appearances. It got snubbed a couple years. 63 James Worthy. 62 Pau Gasol, a little high. And I'm a Lakers guy, but he a little high. 61 Bob McAdoo, Batman, MVP in the 70s. Scoring champion, 60 Carmelo Anthony. Don't disagree. I don't disagree with that one. Tracy McGrady is really high, in my opinion, but you got him at 59. And it's like you got to kind of like make the comparison. Like, really, Tracy McGrady and Grant Hill. Is Tracy McGrady better than Grant Hill? I mean, I don't know about that one, but you know, and since we're eliminating injuries and all that stuff, like let's just take their peak years, like Grant Hill, Detroit. You know, I'm taking them over McGrady, even though McGrady was scoring champion, but Grant Hill in Detroit was like very, very versatile. He was a good scorer, good rebounder, good defender. He was able to actually, play point forward. So, like, he was definitely like a Swiss Army knife for small forwards. 58 Willis Reed. Don't disagree with that one. Luka, 57. And, I mean, he's only, I think, he's 26 now. So, you know, more years under his belt. He's definitely probably going to be, like, within, like, the top 20 whenever he retire. Maybe top 10 if you get a couple championships under his belt. He already got a finals appearance. Scoring title. He did have a really good run, like 5 consecutive All-NBA teams. You know, so I definitely agree. Might even put him higher. Dolph Sykes. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Forgive me. I don't know a lot of these old school guys. like that. Bill Walton, very, very high. Very, 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 very high. I don't know, man. I ain't trying to disrespect him. God rest his soul, but yeah, it's pretty high, if you ask me. Another guy that experienced a lot of injuries who never really got a chance to see his potential, like, I mean, we're just going off of peaks. I don't really get that. 54, Reggie Miller. 53, Gary Payton. Dwight Howard, 52. All right. I mean, somebody made it right. Somebody made it right. He should have been top 75 from the get-go, even though, it wasn't Bleacher Report that did that. But, I personally think, I mean, depending on this list, you could probably get Dwight probably even lower on the list if you ask me. Because we're just talking about peaks, right? If Bill Walton is in the top 70. 51, Ray Allen. Don't disagree there. I mean, a lot of people forget his years in Seattle. Dwight was definitely a force. What's happening, David? Hey, what's up with you, man? Yeah, Dwight was a force, man. A lot of people won't remember the dominance that he had in the late 2000s, early 2010s. You know what I'm saying? Like, just an anchor down low in the paint. He could finish whenever he wanted, and he did all that without any post moves. Didn't have a good jump shot. Wasn't good from the free throw line, but still was a dominant force. Like, just imagine if he mastered those things. But yeah, Ray Allen, he definitely had a lot of good years. Milwaukee, Seattle, even with Boston. I mean, he kind of had to like be the third option behind Pierce and KG, but like he was still effective in Boston. Dominique Wilkins at 50, a bucket. I don't disagree with this one. Paul Pierce, 49. And I think championships probably are helping some of these guys' legacies more than what it probably should. But hey, 48, Russell Westbrook. Don't disagree with this one. Elvin Hayes, 47. Definitely one of the greatest players ever. Great rebounder. Kevin McHale, 46. I'm gonna think about that one. Matter of fact, let me write this one down. I might want to talk about this a little later. Because McHale, he was definitely one of the best rebounders ever. One of the best. Well, I'm not best rebounders, but one of the best power forwards ever. But he was a six man. David A. Dwight was great because Shaq hates him. Yeah. And Shaq only hates on guys that threaten his legacy. Same for the Joker. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, JaVale McGee also got some hate from Shaq too. You know what I'm saying? So even though he did have all the potential in the world because he had all the gifts and measurables, but it's just, only certain guys could be elite players. McGee wasn't one of them. Rudy Gobert also get a lot of hate. So I don't know, man. I think the thing that kind of got Shaq upset was probably the Superman, the Superman thing, because people was calling Dwight Superman, and Shaq wanted that title. He had the Superman tattoo and everything. So that's probably what did it with Dwight Howard. I ain't gonna lie to you, even though he didn't deserve the hate, especially in Orlando. And also, they both didn't deliver a championship to Orlando, but the city kind of forgot about Shaq. And I guess he was like, "Oh, you remember me?" Got a lot of respect for Shaq though. 80, 45. Yeah, it's about right. Injury issues. George Mikan, 44. The first superstar in the NBA. Walt Frazier, smooth Walt Frazier, 43. Don't disagree with that. Bad man. Hey, before KD, before Tracy McGrady, there was George Gervin, all right, Iceman. One of the best scorers in history of basketball. If you look at his stats right here, like he averaged 25 points a game. So, 4 scoring titles. Dorito Money Gang King, Paolo gonna be the best Magic player. I think he got a shot, man. And Orlando's looking real good next year. I like Franz Wagner. I think he's very underrated. But Paolo, yeah, he definitely got a real good shot at being the best Magic player, especially you could find a way to get him to the finals and probably get a championship under his belt because, if you look at the East now, Indiana, they won't be the same next year, especially with Tyrese Halliburton being out. Just lost Miles Turner. Boston Celtics, you're going to have Jason Tatum out. Just moved Drew Holiday. That's not going to be the same team. So the East is open. Of course, New York, they're going to be contenders for years to come. But, Orlando, they could probably sneak in the top 3, top 4 next year if they have a real good run and everybody stay healthy. Yeah, David A. Yeah, definitely. The East is wide open. So, yeah, I agree with you 100%. Shot clock. Grab Cam for Lamar Jackson. Edit. I don't know, man. We could talk about. I could talk about football too, because I'm really kind of hip to what's going on with that Teddy Bridgewater thing. But we doing this little basketball thing. But yeah, definitely. Shot clock. Rick Barry 41 bucket. Yeah, you look at his career stats: 24.8 points per game. 40 Patrick Ewing, which personally I think he might be a little low. I'm gonna write that one down too. Let's see, 40. And Patrick Ewing, man, like W takes though. Yeah, 100%, man. Patrick Ewing, he was kind of like a victim of circumstance. He just so happened to play in the Eastern Conference, so in the East, you had to go through Larry Bird. Then you had to go through Isaiah Thomas and the Bad Boy Pistons. Then you had to go through Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. It's just he really only had that one shot in '94 to win it, and then he ran into Akeem Olajuwon. So it's just like being Patrick Ewing, just a victim of circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Like he ran against some of the best players ever in the history of the game. All were champions. I personally think he has a very underrated career, and especially toward the end, he kind of ran into those injury troubles to where like he wasn't really a key contributor whenever the Knicks made it to the finals in '99. Dorito Money Gang King Willis Reed should be at least a top 60 if he isn't already on this list. Yeah, Willis Reed, he's within the top 50 actually. Let's go back up. We just passed him up. I might have passed him already. Yeah, 58 actually. My bad. Elias Gabriel, what's happening, man? What's up? Yeah, so Dorito Money, Willis Reed, he cracked the top 60. Which, he's definitely underrated. The 70s is just a tough era, man. Because that's kind of like the basketball dark ages. Kareem, he dominated the 70s. You had, you had plenty of other stars in the 70s, Bill Walton, Wes Unseld. It's just the NBA wasn't getting covered because it was on tape delay. So a lot of these players, like even though they had real good performances, Rick Barry being one of them, like it wasn't really in the forefront on TV in your face. I think basketball kind of like, took a front seat and wasn't in the back burner whenever Magic Johnson, Larry Bird was in competition. Shot clock, who's my GOAT? I personally got Michael Jordan as my GOAT, but I think the controversy is who I have as my number 2. Play a song, big dog. Hey, I gotta be careful, man, because at the start of this live stream, man, I was playing some Pusha T, because they him and his brother Malice, they just they got a group called the Clips, and they just dropped Let God Sort Them Out. I think the number 1 album currently right now, man. So I had to kind of get my Pusha T going, get my little mood going. You know what I'm saying? Shot clock. My number 2. I got LeBron as my number 2. Let me know who your number 2 is. Lies. Yeah, hey, David, hey, that Clips album is fire, man. I probably listened to it like 5 times already. They got a lot of hits on there. My personal favorite song on there is So Be It. You know what I'm saying? I like the beat. I like the production. Everything sound good. But, of course, like, whenever you get a Kendrick Lamar feature on something, you definitely got to go for it. So that's probably a number 2 because even though Kendrick snap, I don't know, I've just been bumping that So Be It. KG's Corner podcast, Kobe or Bron. What you asking, man? Like who do I have? Like who's better between the two? Elias, yeah. Kendrick is. I think Kendrick is the best rapper in hip hop currently. Even though Drake is the more popular artist, I'm rocking Kendrick all the way. Dorito Money Gang, I got Kobe number 5 or 6. I agree. I have Kobe as 5, and I mean, really, who's your 6? Because I personally got Tim Duncan as my 6, and I personally think between him and Kobe, they're kind of interchangeable. Both beats. Oh, 100%. Yeah, both beats on So Be It is hard. I want to know who produced it. I wonder if that's like a Pharrell beat. I'm not sure. Elias Gabriel and Snoop for sure. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Yeah, and I mean, it's a breath of fresh air, man, because it seemed like it hasn't really been like a lot of good music dropping lately, man. So I don't know what's up with that one. Shot clock, number 1, LeBron, number 2, Jordan, number 3, Kareem, number 4, Magic. And number 5 is Kobe for you, right? Hey, our list is pretty close, man. I'm not going to lie to you, except I got Jordan as 1. Oh, 5, Tim Duncan. Respect. 6, probably Kobe for you. All Pharrell beats. Yeah, I mean, hey, Pharrell. I think Pharrell did the whole Hell Hath No Fury also. That what Pusha T was saying. He said that's like one of his favorite albums because it's all Pharrell production. Elias Gabriel, Jordan is a GOAT. I mean, I personally agree with that one. But shot clock, my list is pretty close to yours, man. The only thing is just a couple things is off. At least from yours to mine, I got Jordan as 1, and I got Kobe at 5. But like I said, like with Tim Duncan, yeah, I mean, if anybody say they got Tim Duncan in their top 5, you won't hear no bickering from me because I mean he has a really solid, legit case. I personally think Tim Duncan is super underrated. Super duper underrated. I'm sorry, y'all. My chat is up. My chat's up. Let me make it a little bigger. I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with me. Hopefully everybody can see the chat pretty good. Been working on this overlay, so I might have to get a little better. David A., if aliens came down and wanted a 1v1 for the fate of the world, it's MJ getting the ball. I'm with you on that one. I am with you 100%. And then if I had to pick a second player, I'll probably say Kobe Bryant. And if I needed a third option, Larry Bird. 4 is Joe Johnson. I mean, hey, don't come for me on that one. That mic looks expensive, dog. Hey, appreciate the follow too, Shot Clock. Elias, man, this is actually this is just a Shure MV7. In the back, I actually got an SM7B on my Mac setup back there. So that one is the big boy. This one, you know, it does good work for me. I just got to kind of EQ right and everything like that, man. But I mean, it's a decent mic. Dorito Money Gang, yeah, I got Tim 6 for sure, and Magic is in my 4 in terms of what he did for the game. And Larry didn't accomplish as much as Magic, so I got Larry at 8 or 9. That's fair, dude. That's fair. I personally got Larry Bird. I believe I have him at 7. I got to look at my whole list. I already did a video on it, but it didn't really move much. Larry Bird actually moved up on my list. I covered a lot of Larry Bird on the channel. And I'm actually, looking more into his career and everything like that, man. Like, dude was a bad man. I got to give him the respect. It's just, the injuries kind of riddled him a little bit. And Magic did accomplish more in the 80s. He got 3 MVPs also. Is he 3 or 4? But Magic got 3 MVPs, 5 championships, man. So, I mean, I got to give him the nod. Shot clock, best player to never win a chip. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. It got to be between maybe Karl Malone or Charles Barkley. And I'll probably give the nod to Charles Barkley. Even though, because they both had real legitimate shots at winning. And then outside of that, I don't know, man. Maybe Chris Paul. Chris Paul at 3. Yeah, so yeah, Barkley, Malone, Paul. That'll be my 3 best players to never win a chip. All right, so back to the list. We got Clyde Drexler, 39. I don't disagree, even though he did get a championship whenever he got with Hakeem the Dream. 38, Bob Pettit. Don't disagree with that one. 2-time MVP. And like the 60s and 70s is real tough, man. You got to kind of like study the game to like really know what all these guys contributed to basketball. 37, Bob Cousy, assist man. 8 assist titles. Wow. Surprised he's not the logo, actually. 36, Allen Iverson. Little high. Little high, if you ask me. Let me make sure I'm caught up with my chat. Little high, if you ask me. 35, Steve Nash, 2-time MVP. I don't disagree with this one. And I ain't gonna lie, man. Like with Steve Nash, I kind of had my honest takes on him. I didn't really think that he deserved both MVPs, but I actually did a little bit more research. I watched him a little bit more. I went back, watched footage. I watched what he did for the teams, and I think the first year when he was in Phoenix, I think Amari Stoudemire should have got a lot of credit that Steve Nash got, even though Amari Stoudemire was kind of like on the receiving end of a lot of those passes and what Nash was facilitating. But when Amari was hurt his second year of Phoenix, that was 05-06 season, Nash definitely took over. And then in 2007, whenever they was going against the Spurs, Nash stepped it up. And, I think the shove from Robert Horry kind of like killed his chances. That was probably his best shot to win the championship in 2007. But that shove from Robert Horry definitely did it. I think Nash definitely needs more respect. Let's see. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me try to keep up. David A., these lists are normally pretty solid till you get to top 15. Then they throw in some rage bait. Hey, we about to see now, man, because that's pretty much like the whole point of this live right here. Shot clock. Now I'm talking about AI for one of the best to not win a chip. We can talk about that one a little bit later. Because I personally think Charles Barkley is, Charles Barkley had to go up against Jordan a good bit. And then by the time he got into Houston and, formed alliance with Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler, it was just, at that point, he was kind of like a little bit past his prime. And then even when he got to Phoenix, he had to go through Jordan. KG's Corner podcast, Jordan 1, LeBron 2, Kobe 3, Wilt 4, Magic 5. I'm curious, KG Corner. I'm curious where you got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at, man. I'm a little surprised you got Wilt in that top 5 right there, man. But, hey, I mean, it's your list. Wilt was a bad man. He's in my top 10. It is what it is. What's happening, man? Welcome to the live. Sometimes teammates just jail and run with it. Okay. What you mean by that, man? I'm Turbo Durant. I'm a Lakers fan, and all of us are tired of LeBron James BS. This is Luka Doncic's team now, and I hope Lakers front office trade LeBron James and get players in return. I'm going to keep on going because you got another comment. James is not better than Kobe. You are a joke. I disagree with that one. But I do agree with maybe moving LeBron is just it's tough because he just signed for $52 million. And he opted into the last year of his contract. Who's taking that contract for a 1-year rental possibly? I don't know, man. I would personally move him if I could get assets, especially like with him being at the age that he is right now. You don't really have too much left in the tank, possibly. I mean, knowing LeBron, he's in good shape. He could probably play as long as he wants. But, if I could get some assets for him, I'm definitely building around Luka. I'm giving Luka shooters. I'm giving Luka solid big men. I think the Lakers, given what's available in free agency, I think they actually did well so far. But if I could get something for LeBron, I agree with you. I'm moving him. It is what it is. LeBron to the Rockets, hell no. LeBron for KD, I don't want it. I don't want it because I got Luka already. I just need a solid number 2, man. Like give me like a player that Luka needs like a big man that could play off of him in a pick and roll. That's really kind of what he needs. A good screener and roller. David A., you're going to see Robert Horry at 5. I better not see Robert Horry at 5, man. If I see Robert Horry at 5, I'm tearing this freaking setup down. The live stream gonna be over because I threw my freaking computer through the door. Oh man, Green, what's your best life advice? Man, my best life advice being a father, man, is to man, put family first, man. Whatever you do, man, value family first, man. Turbo, I'd rather trade James to the Golden State Warriors for Jimmy Butler. I agree. I like Butler, man. Shot clock, Bron back to Cleveland. Shot clock, I'm going to go back to that. Let me make sure I catch up with these comments. They're coming in kind of quick. Basically, Nash and Amari gel well together. Let's keep it a buck. Yeah, you're right. Hey, I seen the trade proposal, Shot Clock, and they was talking about how a trade rumor could possibly be Darius Garland and I believe Jared Allen in a first-round pick for LeBron James. I like Garland. I think he actually played well with Luka because Luka and Kyrie played well together. They made it to the finals together. I'm not saying Garland is as good as Kyrie, but he is a very good guard, great shooter. Could go off any day. Jared Allen, one of the best defenders in the league. Good, big option on screen and rolls. You know, I actually like that with Luka. I'm sorry, y'all. Got to keep up with this. Wilt scored a 100. Anybody else did that? I mean, where's the evidence of that? Where's the evidence of that? I don't know, man. That was written down with pencil and paper back in the day, man. I ain't saying it never happened, but I mean, I seen Kobe's 81. Turbo Durant, Kevin Durant is the same player. 2 team hopper. Yeah, I agree. I think Kevin Durant is more of a team hopper than LeBron is. LeBron has arguably the best prime a player ever had, and it's not 2018. I agree. I mean, if you look at LeBron, man, LeBron pretty much had 4 Hall of Fame careers. You look at the first stint in Cleveland, Hall of Fame career, Miami Heat, Hall of Fame career, third destination, but second stint in Cleveland, Hall of Fame career. I think it's kind of on par with his years the first time, personally. And then also you got the Lakers, Hall of Fame career. The only situation where he didn't win championships was his first stint in Cleveland. He got championships with Miami. He got championships with Cleveland. He got championships with the Lakers. Every team he ever played for, he got championships with. I mean, come on, man. All right. Comments kind of coming in quick. Let's be real here, fellas. No way Kevin Durant winning a championship with the Rockets. I don't know, man. I like Udoka, man. I like Udoka. If Udoka kind of like buys in, I'm saying that backwards. If Kevin Durant buys into Udoka's strategy, I think they'll be unstoppable. They might be number 1 in the West next year. You know, so yeah, just keep your eyes out for that one. Golden State's gonna be really strong too, but you know, I definitely like Houston only if Kevin Durant buys into Udoka's strategy because the way Udoka coaches, you know, it's like it's a team thing. No individual players is above anybody else. You know, he doesn't really value stars like that. So, you know, that's why everywhere Udoka went, they were successful, you know, because of him. And also a disciple of Greg Popovich. So, you know, like no nonsense coach. KD and Harden reunion. Where at in Houston? I hope Harden stay in LA, man. I think him and Kawhi play well together, man. It's just they had a epic collapse in Game 7 against the Denver Nuggets, man. But I thought they had a good shot. It's just if they didn't run into the Nuggets, they probably could have beat anybody else in their first round. Zubac will be good on LA. He is in LA already just with the Clippers. You mean with the Lakers? And as a Lakers fan, man, I definitely regret losing Zubac, man. 100%, bro. Like that one definitely hurt. I don't think we ever recover from that, if you ask me, because AD had to play out of position. Shot clock is a Lakers fan. I am taking that Garland Allen trade. Maybe 100%. Give me that, man. I would have took it yesterday, man. Come on, man. Like, and then I mean, because you got Luka, man. Luka is like one of the most special players I've ever seen, man. Like, even with him being in terrible shape last year, he still was dominating. Like, his performance in the playoffs, especially in that Game 5, I thought he actually played well. It looked like he got hurt, but he still, like the dude just gets buckets in slow motion. Like, I just don't know what I explain it. It is what it is. KD may win a championship. Let's really keep it a buck. Kawhi did that. Coach, I'm sorry. I lost that comment. I'm trying this new little software, man. I don't know how to scroll up whenever a comment kind of go back. It is what it is. Hey, let me know what you mean by that though. But yeah, definitely trade LeBron as Norman Powell and Zubac. Hey, I like that too. I like Norman Powell, man. Hey, he had a really good year last year, especially at the beginning of the year, man. I like Powell. Yeah, definitely. But hey, we'll go ahead and get back to this list, man. So yeah, 35 Steve Nash. I personally underrated him in the past, but like after doing my research and looking more into his career, especially like with his peak in Phoenix, you know, I definitely think he deserves more respect. Let's see, 34. Speaking of the devil, James Harden. I like Harden, man. I'm a Harden fan. I think Harden probably could be a little bit lower on the list. Probably should have been a 2-time MVP. You know, one of the times Steph got it, the players actually voted James Harden as MVP. But, hey, neither here or there. Scoring champion. You know, I think one year he averaged 35. Try to remember off the top. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. That list is trash, not gonna lie. I don't know, man. I mean, so far I kind of agree, man. It's just a couple of guys where I kind of disagree with how low they are. Let's see, 33, Jason Kidd, bad man, bro. Like the 2000s, that's when I really started watching basketball, man. Like I'm relatively young, so you know, Jason Kidd, very underrated point guard. You know, he made back-to-back finals appearances with the New Jersey Nets. One of the best assist men in basketball history. Genius. Original triple-double machine before Russ came along. So definitely need to respect. Kawhi a little low, 32. And, man, I say Kawhi kind of did it to himself a little bit because he's never really available, man. But, you know, Kawhi, he has a lot of finals appearances. 2-time finals MVP. Defensive player of the year, you know, like twice. Dwight definitely was having one of the best peaks I've ever seen until he started with the load management thing, you know what I'm saying? But like I honestly got to say, man, I saw a lot of the best players play. I saw Jokic play. I saw LeBron play. I saw Curry play. I've seen Chris Paul play. I've seen James Harden play. Luka, I've seen Luka in action. Out of every player I've ever seen with my eyes, my own two eyes in person, in the arena, Kawhi Leonard is the best player I've ever seen. Don't come for me in the comments on that one, man. That's just my honest take, man. But Kawhi is a bad man. He gotta play. I don't know what else to say about that one. Let's go Rockets. I mean, I like the Rockets too, man. I think they'll be competitive. No, Harden disappears. Every time. Every time, like big games, James Harden definitely disappeared. But hey, in regular season, man, he's kind of like the Peyton Manning of the NBA, if you ask me. Let's see, 36. LeBron is a close personal friend. He told me he's definitely winning with the Lakers next season. Yes, sir. Hey, man, tell LeBron I'm repping for him, man. I'm repping hard for him, bro. I'm trying my best, dog. And it's not because like LeBron is my favorite player. I personally like Kobe's my favorite player of all time, man. But it's just I can't sit back and just see the disrespect continue on, man. I just can't do it. It's just a whole bunch of LeBron disrespect. I'm Turbo. Hopefully Jokic comes to the Lakers in 2027 to play with Luka. Imagine that. That will be crazy because Jokic didn't sign his. That is true. That is true. Jokic sure didn't sign. He did not pick up that player option. So what does that mean? And then I don't know how he felt about the whole Mike Malone firing. I don't know like if he was for it or if he was against it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was very interesting, you know, because if the Nuggets lose Jokic, I mean, you could kiss that franchise goodbye. All right. 100%. Dorito Money Gang, arguably greatest defender ever. He's so low on this list, bro. Who's that, man? Oh, Healthy Kawhi. Yeah, 100%, bro. Healthy Kawhi, I wouldn't say top 10, but at least top 15. Breaking news, LeBron to the Mavericks. Man, LeBron ain't go to the Mavericks, man. Hold on a second, man. Let me look this up, man. Let me look this up. You trolling. I just seen on X, the Mavericks are not pursuing a trade for LeBron James. I don't know. Hey, if it happens on here, man, let me know so I could cover it, bro. I mean, that'll be epic, you know, if he something like that happened while I'm live, right? David A. LeBron said if you move him to number 1, he'll send you a Nike package. I told him, I am a man of integrity, man, but I don't know, bro. Man, if I could get a Jordan package too, bro. You know Jordan too? Yeah, man, But LeBron, he definitely is in the top 2, if you ask me, and it's non-debatable. But and the only one you could possibly make a case for is probably Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Turbo Durant, that was a bad mistake by the Nuggets to fire him alone, but that's just my opinion. And forget him, he's a Laker hater. Yeah, you're right. I don't know, man. Good night, bro, at the stream. Hey, Shot Clock, man. Hey, appreciate you coming through, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. Dorito Money Gang, Jokic, top 15. Yeah, hey, I skimmed through the list a little bit already, man, and yeah, I seen that. I personally agree. He should have, man. Jokic should probably be like a 5-time MVP right by now, man. Let's be real about that. I mean, he should have got it with the whole Shea thing. They gave it to Shea. And then when they gave it to Embiid, you know, I personally think Jokic is more valuable to his team than anybody in the league, possibly. All right, 31, John Havlicek, 8-time champion. He was a bad man. You know, a lot of those was with Russell. Dirty Chris Paul. And that's why I got to say, like, out of players that never won a championship, I got Paul, number 3. Connie, Bronny is the GOAT. You talking about LeBron Sr.? Yeah, I actually somebody popped up in a live I say about a week and a half ago and said that, man. I personally think Bronny could be a real good pro. Sky's the limit. Bronny was so good in the summer league. He's been doing good. He did have a couple of bad games. He haven't really been efficient. I think he's gonna make a name for himself on the defensive side of the basketball because he's a very athletic guard. He gets low. He clamps. He sit down on defense. He plays the passing lanes well. Gets a lot of steals that way. So, you know, I think Bronny can actually make his impact on the defensive side of basketball because he's definitely not efficient on offense. He got to do some more work on that. But I could definitely see him being like a Drew Holiday type player if he could get his offense on point. Now let's see. Chris Paul is cursed. You know, if he's on your team, you're not winning a ring. I mean, that might be true. That might be true. I think his best shot was actually with Phoenix whenever they ran to the Milwaukee Bucks. And it's crazy because they had him up 2-0. Like, that's your best shot to win. And you go on to lose 4 straight. Like, you just can't make this up. And also, like, they had, like, a lot of Game 7 losses when he was with the Clippers. He had a good shot there, you know, to actually make something happen. Because those Lob City teams, man, that was probably amongst, like, the most fun teams to watch. I'll say just as fun to watch as the Showtime Lakers. So, yeah, I agree. He might be cursed. Not a good player that never won a ring. This list thinks John Stockton is better than Chris Paul. That's fair. All-time assist leader, all-time steals leader in history. Longevity, definitely played a part in that. Y'all let me know, man. Is Chris Paul, I know he announced that he's retiring after this year. How far is he away from John Stockton from taking on that record? I don't think he'll still be able to obtain it, but I know he might be right behind him with steals and assists whenever he retires. But I think Stockton, he had more years as like the star point guard than CP3. All right, 28, Scottie Pippen. Relatively low. Zeke at 27, low, very low. Matter of fact, I might talk about that. Let me write that one down. Zeke definitely needs to be in the top 20. SGA Sports Talk channel, what's happening? Welcome to the live. like division, I think he's still pretty far. Yeah, hey man, if I'm gonna look into that, man. I got to see how far off. Cause I don't is he even second all time? I'm not sure about that one. I gotta look into that. Baylor 26, bad man, underrated. Just it's sad he never had a chance to win a ring. You know, just running against Bill Russell all the time. Charles Barkley, low. All right. Charles Barkley was a bad man. Never won a championship, but man, like dude had some of the best performances ever from a power forward, man. You know, I definitely got him in my top 10 power forwards of all time. Might even be top 5 power forwards all time. 24, Giannis. I personally think this is a little low. 2-time MVP. And it's like, man, you got to think about it this way, Elias, for sure, yeah. You got to think about this with Giannis, man. Every year since he has stepped into like the top percentile players in the league, he has been in the MVP conversation. Just last year, he was a finalist for MVP. Just because he's playing in Milwaukee and they're not like a top seed and all that stuff, like a lot of people don't really talk about him anymore. They don't really give him the respect that he deserves. But Giannis is still that guy. If Giannis decides to just like go to Miami, I've seen like rumors about Miami, or if he teams up with Luka Doncic, like all he really needs is like that legitimate number 2. I thought Damian Lillard would have been that. It's just he had efficiency issues, man. I never seen Dame, you know, play as poorly as he did. At least in my opinion, I thought he wasn't really as efficient as he was in Portland. But whenever you're playing with a guy like Giannis, you don't really get the same amount of green light that you had, you know, when you was in Portland. But, you know, Giannis, like, he's definitely one of the most underrated stars in the league today. And a lot of people, they forget about him just because he's in Milwaukee, and Milwaukee's not like the premier team in the league anymore. But, you know, if Giannis could make a couple of late playoff runs, maybe another finals appearance, maybe get another championship, I definitely see him moving up this list. Dwayne Wade, 23. Karl Malone, 22. I mean, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at Karl Malone being at number 2. Sorry, y'all. Bear with me for a second. Gotta check something out right quick. All right. And I'm also streaming the Kick. Let me know, anybody from Kick, let me know if y'all here checking out this stream. All right. Get that a little smaller. Excuse me. Yeah, but Karl Malone, I mean, I respect that. Moses Malone, 21. Dorito Gang. Let's see, Dorito Money Gang, T-Mac could have been top 15. I mean, yeah, he could have been if he was able to get out the first round. If he was able to get out the first round, man, it's just... And I don't necessarily blame him in Orlando for not being able to get out the first round, but like in Houston, you had a squad around you, and they had plenty of chances to actually get past teams like the Mavericks and the Jazz. But whenever you needed T-Mac to actually get you over the hump as a superstar, he never was able to do that. You know, so it's like I can't necessarily give him the same type of leeway that I give like a Charles Barkley. Because in big moments, Barkley performed. Karl Malone, in big moments, Karl Malone performed. You know, Chris Paul performed in big moments. Like T-Mac, you know, it's just, I just can't do that if you never been past the first round. And, you know, it's not really all his fault. Like even in Orlando, he had a shot. You know, they had the Detroit Pistons up 3-1 in 2003. As a superstar, you got to close that out. You got to pretty much put your foot on the other team's neck and say, like, ain't no way. I don't care if I got to score 100 points. Like, you know, we getting past Detroit and then lose in the second round. I mean, I'll give you a pass for that. But it's just you never, ever got the first round except with the San Antonio Spurs where you were a bench player. You know, it's just, and this is not me hating because T-Mac is one of my favorite players of all time. Like I said, I'm a 2000s watcher. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watched that whole era, and T-Mac was one of my favorite players. It's just, you know, just looking back at it, it's just, he just never was able to get over the hump. So, all right, so Moses Malone, 21. One of the most underrated players ever, if you ask me, man. Moses Malone was a bad man. He had a good bit of finals appearances, even though he only got one championship, or so did Dr. J. You know, 3-time MVP. Like man, like you looking at like the most winningest players ever. Like Moses Malone is among that. You know, especially when it comes to MVPs. Let's see, David Lillard's mental state got to get taken into account. He was basically just kicked out of Portland. It was getting divorced. Tough time, man. I mean, yeah, you right about that one, man. It's a lot of stuff going on, but it's like, man, like at the end of the day, you got a job to do. You getting paid a lot of money to do it. See a therapist, man. I don't know, man. Like, you still got to perform. Like Kobe Bryant, like he had that whole thing going on with the whole Denver, Colorado situation. He was going to Denver to have court and then flying to LA, you know, like just back and forth, like going to Denver, taking care of that, flying back to whatever city he's playing in. And I mean, he still was effective. I mean, I could probably blame that on, you know, why they wasn't getting didn't get a championship in 04, on top of Shaq being unhealthy and out of shape. Dorito Money Gang injuries too, but I agree absolutely. Thank you, bro. Yeah, for T-Mac. Yeah, you know, cause it's like everybody encountered injuries, right? You know what I'm saying? Like KD just had like a very serious injury a couple years ago. This was 2019 when that went down, you know, when he ruptured his Achilles. And he came back from that. Dominique Wilkins ruptured his Achilles, and he was still able to have a good year after that. So it's like Larry Bird was playing through injuries. You know, he had a nagging back injury in which he played through. Kobe Bryant played with broken limbs, broken fingers. Some season where he had to kind of like play predominantly off his left hand and all that stuff. Jordan played through a lot of pain, torn meniscus, and I mean, it's just like every great player, you gonna encounter injury, whether you could play through it or not. Yeah, Amari's another one. Had microfracture surgery, came back and was first team All NBA very next season, right? You know, it's just I can't necessarily play that narrative that if it wasn't for injuries, this player would be this. You know, it's just some players are luckier than others, but everybody gets injured. Isaiah, please what, man? Elaborate for me. Elaborate for me. David, yeah, but Kobe's mind was his talent, that Mamba mentality, real 100%. Like Kobe was a lunatic. You know, like I was listening to a story. It was from Karan Butler, and he was talking about the blackout days that Kobe used to have, to where they was training literally till they blacked out. You know what I'm saying? So like you got to be like a different individual in order to train until you just black out. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, that's a real lunatic behavior right there. And also I've been disregarding this. The highest rating. So somebody had Moses Malone rated 17. Somebody had him as low as 31. It's big discrepancies going on with this list. And that's probably why some of these players are landing where they're landing. Let's see. Excuse me. Julius Irvin, Dr. J, 20. I agree with this one. The only gripe I have, and this might be an unpopular take, I would probably say that Moses Malone is better than Dr. J. And it's kind of ironic. I mean, yeah, they're right next to each other. I'm not mad at this. We'll let it ride. Bad man David Robinson, 2-time champion, even though in that second championship he wasn't really in his peak still. I'm surprised he only got one Defensive Player of the Year, but man, one of the best big men in the 90s, man. Like the 90s, man, let me know, y'all. What's the 90s the best era for big men? Because you got to think about it this way, man. You had Akeem the Dream, you had Shaquille O'Neal, you had Alonzo Mourning, you had David Robinson, I'm leaving somebody out. I mean, you could probably throw Mutombo in there. Mutombo was a bad man in 92. Patrick Ewing, like, they had a lot of bad dudes in that center position. Like that's probably was the toughest position whenever it comes to talent in basketball in that era, man. Let me know, what's the 90s the best era for big men? Let's see, 18, Dirk Nowitzki. Not mad at this. I ain't mad at this at all. 17, Jokic. All right, let's see. Everyone hates Shea on the softness or flopping, but you look at his game, and it's crazy how people overlook his scoring ability and the talent. I mean, you literally can't guard him most of the time. Yeah, that's true. And I mean, like, somebody posted a video, the media only highlights his flops. I don't know about that one, because the media thought he was the best player in the league last year. That they gave the MVP to him over Jokic. I think us as fans kind of highlight it. We kind of despise flopping a little bit. LeBron does it to a certain extent, but also is like with Shea, like, if you're getting away with something, like, why stop? You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, like, we got to kind of blame the referees for his flopping. And oftentimes, like, it's definitely like clear as day that the other player that's guarding him, like Jaden McDaniels, like that Minnesota Timberwolves series, man. Oh man, it was upsetting to watch, because McDaniels, I actually thought he was playing good defense on him, but the referees was giving Shea all the calls. So, is it really on Shea, or is it really on the referees? And I kind of got to point it at the referees a little bit more than I point at Shea, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's my job to get buckets. I don't care if it's from the free throw line. I don't care if it's from, off a mid-post shot. It's his job. You know what I'm saying? Light division is actually the opposite. Dorito gang money, yeah. Emelina, what's happening? Where are you from? Welcome to the live. Yeah, refs for sure, 100%, man. Like I can't blame the player. Like you got policemen in a job, right? Like, their job is to stop criminals. I'm not like saying NBA players are criminals, but it's like you got somebody in the game to control things being right, you know what I'm saying? Or calls going right. 100% flopping is only part of the game if the refs let it happen. 100%. It's on the referees. In Molina, Texas. What part of Texas are you from? I actually been to Texas a couple times. I love Texas. I'm actually in Louisiana, so I'm not that far from you, depending on where you are. But yeah, Jokic, they got him at 17. I'm curious to see who they have ahead of him. Yeah, but I mean, if you look, man, 3-time MVP. Like, I personally, I really, honestly, and I'll go to my grave thinking this. Jokic is the best player in the NBA currently, and he's been the best NBA player for at least the last 5 years. And it's undisputed, in my opinion. When they gave the MVP to Joel Embiid, I made a video about it. I wasn't in favor of it. Matter of fact, Jokic, that year, he had better advanced stats than he had the year before. And that's the year they won the championship. And then this year that just passed, the season that just passed, when they gave it to Shea. I personally thought Jokic was better than Shea. He was more impactful to his team. Like the OKC Thunder, outside of Shea, you have weapons. You got Jay Williams. You got Chet Holmgren. Alex Caruso is playing well. Like you have stars outside of him. With Jokic, you take away Jokic, Jamal Murray had a real down year. He's still kind of dealing with that injury that happened a couple seasons ago. Michael Porter Jr., he's not consistent enough. It's just like you take Jokic away from that team, they're not a playoff team. They're not even a play-in squad. So that's the impact of Jokic. I think you take Shai Gilgeous away, which he missed a couple games too. A good bit of games. You take Shai away, like that OKC team, they're still making the playoffs. So, I don't necessarily agree with that. Dallas. I love Dallas. I was in Dallas. This was a couple years ago. This had to be 2023, but whenever the Clippers came into town, I actually went to Dallas to go see Luka take on that Clippers team, which, of course the Clippers won, but that was whenever they just got James Harden and they was on a little bit of a run and they was like the #1 team in the West. But I love Dallas. Beautiful area. One of my best friends in the world lives out that way. So, I don't know, you might see me out that way one of these days. Dorito Money Gang, if you want to actually talk flopping, look at James Harden or Jalen Brunson in the media used highlight Harden's flops. I know I read that wrong. My bad about that. Yeah, James Harden did used to get away with it a lot, in which the NBA stepped in and they created rules to actually make sure that didn't happen anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it actually kind of made Harden a little bit less effective, but, he still was able to be an all-star, all-NBA type player. Jalen Brunson, I mean, yeah, he does the same thing, but at that point it's like, if I could get away with it and the ref is making that call, it's not my job, to do the referee's job. That man's there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So it's 100% on him. Sorry, y'all. Let me make the chat a little smaller. And also, anybody that's watching on YouTube, let me know if you can actually see the chat. Because on my screen here, it looks a little bit small. I don't know if y'all can see the same thing I see. Let's see. Joel, great, but he campaigned hard for that MVP. Yeah, I mean, I call it the sympathy MVP, personally. He did cry a lot for it, and they rewarded him with it. I mean, he didn't play bad. He was, I think he was a scoring leader that year. But, with everything that Jokic was doing that year, it's just, I personally think Jokic checked off more boxes than Embiid did. Let's see. Like the vision, he is definitely the best player in the league currently. He is so impactful that the Nuggets became the worst team in the league whenever he goes to the bench. That is a fact. I mean, man, people be coming at me sometimes, like a lot of people, and this is like my daily life, but a lot of people be coming at me whenever I say Jokic is the best player in the league. You just see it whenever he's on the floor. Like you even seen it in the Olympics, like, he was playing for Serbia. Like when Jokic was on the bench, they wasn't doing anything. When Jokic is on the floor, Jokic was single-handedly affecting the outcome of games. Anybody is competitive, and you have a shot if that man is on the floor. I don't care who's around him. You could put a whole bunch of G Leaguers around him. Jokic is going to make them actually impactful with the way that he creates offense. And he doesn't only do it for himself, but he does it for his teammates. Jokic could go out there any day and put up 50 points. Why do that if I need other players to get involved and get their confidence up? And Jokic knows that. And he goes out there and he facilitates. I think outside of Wilt Chamberlain, is Jokic the only center to win? Not win, but is he the only center to lead the league in assists? I got to do research on that, man. But this dude led the league in assists, like as a center. Like, dude is the truth. Melina, you can. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Dorito Money Gang. This the last time I'm going to talk about flopping, but the free throw merchant jokes about Shea were funny for a bit, but now they're getting out of hand. I agree 100%. Of course, Shea going to get to the line. He is one of the best scorers in the game. Yeah, I mean, and like I kind of stated earlier, like, if he gets away with it, you can't knock him for continuing to do it. Free throw merchant or not. I agree 100%. And that's his job to score. And I mean, he was the best in the league at doing that. Won the scoring title. Free throws is a part of that. James Harden, the year that he led the league in points, right? Scoring leader. Shot a lot of free throws at a high clip. Shea looks for fouls, but that's a strategy. All depends on what you like watching. Yeah, I mean, as a fan, I don't really like watching that style of basketball. I like the Anthony Edwards style. Even though like he has been shooting more threes as of late, especially last season, like he that number went up a lot, even though he was pretty efficient at it. But like I like players being aggressive and scoring the rock. Because, man, free throws, it drags the game on, man. Like it makes the game last way longer than it should. But hey, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the meat and potatoes. But that's how I feel about Jokic. KG at 16. I'm not mad at that. Jerry West at 15. I personally had him on my own list at 15. Oscar Robertson 14. I agree. KD 13. I agree. Olajuwon 12. We could talk about that one. Let's see. Kobe at 11. All right. This is what I wanted to talk about. This is the portion of the video or the live that I have to cover and give my take on, because it's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful that you have a man that is a 5-time NBA champion. Yes, 3 of those was with Shaquille O'Neal, but we are punishing this guy for playing with one of the most dominant players ever played, in which, if you look at those finals appearances from 2000 to 2002, right? Or 99, 2002, whichever way you want to swing it, Kobe Bryant had to bail out the team. All right, you look at the Indiana Pacers series whenever Shaq got in foul trouble. Who had to take over the game? Kobe Bryant, right? Let's see. No person should have Kobe outside single digits. No excuse. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know, like the whole narrative that Shaq carried Kobe. I mean, come on, man. That's just pure BS. Maybe in the first finals, a little bit. But in the first finals, like, Kobe stepped up to the plate. I just don't think it's fair. And also, you got to look at it. Kobe won 2 on his own also. All right? You know what I'm saying? Kobe is a 2-time Finals MVP winner. The guy that you got ranked ahead of him, which we're gonna get to it next, he only got 1 Finals MVP. In 2015, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have the Warriors and Cleveland Cavaliers playing. You expect Stephen Curry to get that Finals MVP, and what happens? Andre Iguodala comes in. He plays decent defense on LeBron. LeBron was having one of the best Finals series of all time, leading both teams in all categories: points, assists, rebounds, steals. Every major category LeBron was leading the series in. Andre Iguodala comes in, make LeBron a little bit less efficient, dropped his points per game from 35 points per game to like 25 points per game when Iguodala was guarding him, and he gets Finals MVP because he slowed LeBron James down. Come on, man. I mean, if you're really the best player on that team, you're supposed to step up, and it's supposed to be, you know, you're undisputed the best player on that team. Iguodala got 1, right? His next 2 championships, Kevin Durant was on that team, who at that time, I personally think was probably the second best player in the world behind LeBron. Some may say he was the best player in the world. 2 Finals MVPs right there. Didn't get 1, right? 2019, he probably could have been Finals MVP, but the team did sustain a lot of injuries. Klay Thompson went down. Kevin Durant went down. Steph Curry had to see what everybody else was dealing with whenever he was running against them, injury troubles. Like, a lot of the LeBron teams had injury troubles, like the one in 2015, 2017, 2018. I mean, they was just the best teams in the league. But, you know, 2018, like, LeBron had a very weak roster also. So now Steph Curry had to get a taste of his own medicine. Couldn't deliver. Kawhi Leonard get a championship in 2019. 2022, of course, I personally think that was his best title run. He did win Finals MVP, but out of 4 Finals championships, he got more appearances than that. My apologies. He got 6 appearances. But in 4 Finals championships, you talking about 1 Finals MVP? No disrespect. He changed the game. You know, the game is definitely outside in because of Steph Curry. But, like, I cannot give him the nod over Kobe Bryant. And we're just talking about one side of the basketball. I haven't even gotten to defense yet. 12-time all-defensive team member, 9 of those being on the first team. Guess what? Most of all time, right? I made a short or TikTok. People misconstrued it because of the way I started. I do not think Kobe's a bad defender whatsoever. He took the challenge. He always guarded the other team's best player, right? Let's see. Let me keep up with the chat. Kobe was super young, averaging 30 a game in the finals. It's not his fault. He was a second scoring option. 100%. And also, like he was only averaging like what, 1 less point per game than Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Like Like, yeah, both of those guys, like, that was a two-man wrecking ball. It wasn't just Shaq. Yeah, Shaq was unguardable, but Kobe was getting off too. LeBron should have been 100%, David. I agree. LeBron definitely should have been the 2015 Finals MVP. I mean, you did it for Jerry West. Jerry West was Finals MVP on the losing team. I think LeBron James was head and shoulders above everybody in that Finals. But you give it to Iguodala, like, come on, man. The MVP only belongs to the winning team. I mean, we need to look at whoever got the best, whoever won the regular season, if we give away MVP, if that's the case, right? So I definitely disagree with, Iggy getting it over LeBron. Nah, Steph is over Kobe for me from light division. I'm curious, man. Tell me why. Because I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. I mean, just look at his accolades. And I'm going to go ahead and just put it back up because they do the liberty and justice of putting it on screen for us. 5-time champion, MVP, 1 time. Should have been at least 3. And I mean, we could cover that a little bit more. 2-time Finals MVP. I agree. I mean, Shaq definitely deserved them. But, I mean, you could honestly make a case for Kobe, especially in 2001. 18-time All-Star, 15 All-NBA, which I think is tied for most. Well, no, LeBron got the most because he got 19. 12-time All-Defense, which 9 of those is on the first team, most of all time. 2-time scoring champion. David, not Kobe over Steph. Even the kicks are better. Yeah, man, I don't know why Steph, I mean, no knock on Under Armour, man. I got love for Under Armour, but, yeah, Kobe shoe is iconic. But I mean, you just got to look at everything, man. Like, and even like with the global impact that Kobe Bryant had on us fans, right? If you at work, right? You at the office or whatever. I don't know what y'all do for a living, but you ball up a piece of paper, right? You ball up a paper towel, piece of trash. You shooting at the trash can. What you saying? What you saying? Let's be for real. Yeah, some young kids might say Curry, but I know I'm saying Kobe. All right? Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the tone. It's kind of like Randy Moss. Like whenever you catch like a something good, like you catch a good pass, you say you got Moss. Well, hey, that shot, Kobe a shooter. So it's like who really is the best shooter of all time, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Kobe was best known for, shooting the rock, right? Nah, I ain't gonna say that. Curry's the best shooter of all time, but it's just a whole bunch of narratives, man, and this is where I think Kobe continues to get disrespected. Steph changed the game completely, and that 4th ring solidified it for him. I disagree with that one. Steph Curry was privileged to be on some of the best teams of all time. He also had some stars. Klay Thompson carried him. Let's not forget how they got to that finals in 2016, all right? Because they were down 3-1 in with the OKC Thunder. And Game 6, somebody had to save the day because they were down to the OKC Thunder in Game 6. And what Klay Thompson does, have one of the best third quarters I've ever seen. All right, took over Game 6. They was able to steamroll through them in Game 7, make it to the finals. Klay Thompson is the reason why Steph Curry even got a finals appearance in 2016. That 73-9 team, they could have lost well before LeBron, where they was on the other side of a 3-1 deficit, right? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think Klay Thompson is underrated. They have him, I think they had him at 97, 98 or whatever. Super underrated player. He saved them a lot of times in the playoffs. Whenever the big moments arose, especially in those high crunch periods, Thompson was the one that had to step the game up. Draymond Green was also a key contributor. He had a very deep bench. Like the GM, what was that, Myers? I can't remember his name. But the GM put that team together. You know what I'm saying? Like, kudos to him. But, yeah, Curry definitely played on better teams than Kobe. Let's see. They were all drafted by Golden State. Yes, they were, except Iguodala. Sean Livingston wasn't either, but yeah, they were all drafted by Golden State, in which Klay Thompson arose as the second best shooter behind Stephen Curry. But, you know, those key moments, man, you look it up, man. Klay Thompson had some really big performances in the playoffs. And if it wasn't for him, they would have definitely got eliminated in the, the Western Conference Finals. They would have definitely got eliminated by the OKC Thunder. In my opinion, I thought OKC was the best team in the playoffs that year. David A. Analytics changed the game when stat nerds realized 3-2. Yeah, facts. That guy, Doug, of everyone on Golden State, open shot, the fate of the universe on the line. Martian half the death beam pointed at her. If you better hit it, I want Eagle Dollar. Yeah, hey, I want, give me Klay Thompson. Give me Klay Thompson, man. Y'all bear with me, man. I gotta get this chat right. Hope everybody can see the chat. Bear with me. Yeah. Hey, Max Kellerman he's a clown for that one, man. But with the whole Kobe thing, man, it's just it is disrespectful. You got to look at the highest top 100 rankings. Some people had him as high as 4. Some people have him as low as 18, and that's probably what puts him at 11 because it's an average game, right? Well, let's see. Low key though, I'm a Buddy Hield guy. Hey, I got love for Buddy Hield, man. I'm an Oklahoma Sooners fan. So yeah, I want to see Buddy Hield do good, man. He just got to be more consistent, man. Like with how he started last year, I thought it was gonna be the year, but it didn't turn out that way. Like the vision, if he wasn't over Kobe, they should stop defending him from the midline. Sorry. If who wasn't over Kobe? That guy Doug, been a fan since his sack days. Oh, 100%, man. Yeah, respect, man. I like Buddy Hield. But yeah, man. So yeah, that's what got the internet in the uproar right now. I personally disagree myself, but I know that it's probably based off of averages. But like Kobe is definitely in the single digits, and this is where I have the problem. I'm sorry. Let me share my screen. This is where I have the problem. Yeah, 4-time champion, 2-time MVP, even though one of those MVPs probably should have been Harden's. Yeah, he is the first unanimous MVP in history. Whoop-de-doo. Even though LeBron should have been the first one in 2013. But 1-time Finals MVP, 11-time All-Star, 11. Yeah, man, I mean, I don't know, man. I love Curry, but like he doesn't impress me like that. You know, he just doesn't. In the big moments, the only time he was super aggressive when it mattered was in 2022. And that was against a young Boston Celtics team. And this is what has the rankings the way it is. Highest 4. I don't know who the hell ranked him at 4. Let's see. Oh, Steph. Kobe, I think, is a top 10 because of how he influenced the game. We all yell Kobe shooting trash. Same with Mike. I really think Steph is close, but one more ring could solidify. Yeah, 100%. I don't even have Steph over Magic. I think Magic is the best point guard to ever play. I don't really count Steph Curry as really like a true point guard. And I'm not hating, man. It's just the way I look at the game. Kobe is definitely top 10, but not over Curry. Who are you taking out of the top 10? We're gonna finish looking at the list, but like who are you taking out the top 10 if you're gonna have Curry over Kobe? This is rage bait. Only Golden State fans are going to defend this. Everyone else knows Steph is great, but not over Kobe. 100%. David, I agree. Steph should be 10, Kobe 5 or 6. I personally got him at 11. But hey, let's look at the rest of this top 10, man. We'll determine who we taking out for Curry. If Kobe's in the top 10. 9, Wilt Chamberlain. Don't disagree with this one. And I pretty much know how the rest is going to go. You're going to have like probably Wilt, Bill Russell, Larry Bird, Shaq, Kareem, Magic, LeBron, Mike, right? Wilt 9, Bird 8. I don't even think Larry Bird's better than Kobe. Like, yeah, Larry Bird didn't impact the game. He means a lot to a lot of people. You know, highest ranking was 5, lowest was 12, but I don't think he's better than Kobe. Duncan definitely belongs to the top 10. Highest 5, lowest 11. Shaq, highest 5, lowest 9. I mean, I agree. I agree with Shaq at 6. But I think Duncan's better than Shaq. Even Kobe himself said, man, listen here, light division. I don't know, man. Can you please send me the link to that? Because I never remember hearing Kobe say Steph was better than him. Maybe a better 3-point shooter. I don't, but not better player. That guy Doug, low key Bird is effing gone. Yeah, I got Bird in the top 10 though, man. I can't argue that. But not better than Kobe. Bill Russell at 5, highest 4, lowest 10. Magic at 4, I agree. Kareem 3, I agree. LeBron 2, I agree. Mike 1, I agree. So the only issue I got is number 5. And no hate on Bill Russell. I got love for Bill Russell, but I don't know about that one. Like, who you putting your money on? Prime Kobe? Yeah, that's a good question there, David. But yeah, man, so that pretty much wraps up the top 10, man. But yeah, but it's like I beg the question, and I think the reason why like a lot of this is thrown off the way it is because of the averages. It looks like they took the average high and the average low, and that's where they put their players at. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it still don't make it right, man. That still don't make it right. So, I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. You know, where do y'all have Kobe? I personally have him at 10. Some people say, may feel differently. ESPN kind of did the same thing. They used to have like Kobe at 9 or Kobe at like outside the top 10, man. I just don't see a world where Kobe's outside the top 10. Let's see. People talk about MJ's defense, but when you look at his matchups during the 90s, he wasn't guard. Hey, Dorito Money Gang. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Scottie Pippen was the best perimeter defender in the world in the 90s. He took the top guys. You know, like you ask people from the Bad Boys Pistons who was the deciding factor on their success, they'll say it was Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me, y'all. But yeah, they say it was Scottie Pippen. Magic Johnson said in the 91 finals, you know, whenever Scottie was picking him up full court, you know, like that kind of put the pressure on him a little bit, and that impacted the game. So, let's see. I just hate Steph is out. I just hate Steph is out. Out of what? Out of what? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like in my world, I could sleep well if Steph Curry is 11. It's just, but it's tough for me to see that Kobe Bryant is just out of the top 10, man. It's just, you got to look at everything, man. And it's just, like, I just don't think that Kobe gets the respect that he deserves still to this day. And as of late, like, a lot of players been kind of like very opinionated on Kobe, you know what I'm saying? And his positioning, like some players like Jeff C don't think he's a good defender. You know what I'm saying? Some players like Dwayne Wade thinks that Pau Gasol should have been Finals MVP in 2010, which I don't know what finals he was watching, but not for 1 second did I watch the finals in 2010 and be like, man, you know what, bro? Pau Gasol should definitely be Finals MVP, man. Like, dude was just phenomenal. No, I never thought that in my mind. You know what I'm saying? That top 10 is just too locked. I don't know, man. I don't have Curry over Kobe, man. It's just, I can't make sense of it. I can't make sense of it, dude. Like Steph Curry don't have the track record that Kobe has. He don't. If you look at every major category, Kobe's better than him at. You know what I'm saying? Like points per game, Kobe 25 points per game. Curry 24.7 points per game. Rebounds per game, 5.2 Kobe, 4.7 Curry. Curry's a point guard, so he's supposed to have more assists. Kobe got 4.7 assists. Curry got 6.4. Steals per game, 1.4 Kobe, 1.5 Curry. They both shoot 40. Yeah, Kobe 44% from the field. Curry 47% from the field. Kobe wasn't really a great three-point shooter. Like talking about 32%. Curry 42%. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's like you just look at everything like it's not the same. Like Kobe's he's just a better player. He's just a better player. He has better performances in the playoffs. Let's see. We have to talk about the GOAT, though. Brian Scalabrine. You trolling now, man. Like the vision, I don't know. Kids are trained to shoot threes nowadays. Yeah, man, because like the game is all about numbers. Everybody want to, 3 points is worth more than 2. Everybody want to kind of like replicate that Golden State type offense, man. And I think it's kind of ruining the game because, like the game used to be played from inside out, right? Like you got to master being able to finish. Like, yeah, Curry's a hell of a shooter, but Curry's also a good finisher around the rim. Curry has a good touch. He has a good floater. He could maneuver in the paint. So, what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I think it's teaching kids the wrong thing. You still got to master ball handling. You still got to master finishing in the paint. You still got to master working out the post. Curry had all that. You know what I'm saying? He had the whole package. His dad was an NBA pro. Steph got guarded by 4 defenders more than Kobe did in his career, just saying. Steph Curry also runs around screens a lot. Like that's really the bulk of the offense. That's why I can't necessarily say like Steph Curry's a point guard because, a lot of the time he spends is running off of screens. Like Reggie Miller and Rip Hamilton used to do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, they don't want him to shoot the 3. So you're going to have 4 players kind of guarding him, but he does utilize screens a lot. You know what I'm saying? Kobe was putting the ball to the floor, dribble, triple threat. Let me see what I could do. Let me see how I can make the offense. Steph Curry is a lot of catch and shoot. I mean, let's be real about that. I'm not saying Steph can't create off the dribble, but, Curry, not Curry, but Kobe, his game was predominantly playing off of the dribble. David, analytics are messing up all sports. Steph's real talent is cardio. That's facts. That's facts. Like the dude, he runs around. Hey, Steph Curry should have probably been like an endurance runner. And like I said, I'm not trying to disrespect him because he is one of the best players to ever play. But I mean, I don't think it's fair, man, that Kobe has to, be the one to kind of like accept the sacrifice for that. So, but yeah, 100%. I mean, I agree. Cardio. But yeah, man. But yeah, that's just, I don't know, man. That's just unbelievable. That's just unbelievable. I kind of want to check out this video. And it came out 4 days ago, and it's kind of like pertaining to Jeff Teague and his opinion on Kobe Bryant. I never had a chance to actually watch the full video, and it's out. They say Jeff Teague argues Kobe is the best two-way player of all of in NBA history. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm about to go ahead and roll this clip for y'all, man. But I'm going to roll this. I actually got to be on the road pretty early in the morning because I'm going to be going on a trip, me and my lady. So I got to go ahead and kind of wrap this up, man. But let's check out this video right quick, man. And it's kind of like pertains to the whole Kobe thing.
Everybody say, why you hating on? Why you hating on?
Kobe, low-key #1 in the heart of fans. Of all time? Let me know what you think, David, about that. All time? I mean, Kobe is my favorite player of all time. Like look in the back. Looking at back, you see Kobe Bryant, and that's just one of like 7 posters I have of him in my room. He is my favorite player of all time, but I just can't put him over Jordan. I can't put him over LeBron. Let's see.
Kobe. They like, why you hating on Kobe? I said, I never hated him. I just said, I think it's crazy he made that many defensive teams.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying he can't make a defensive team. But to
when
make
you said it
12
yesterday,
of them motherfuckers.
but when you said it yesterday at the gym about him and Ron Artest, that is crazy, y'all.
Yeah, can you look up see how many
even
Ron
Kobe
Artest
fans, y'all know him having more defensive first teams than Ron Artest is crazy.
Tony Allen is crazy.
Yeah.
Because that's the
only thing
reason
they
he's on the
do.
court,
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
the only thing they do.
if we be honest.
Yeah, like they don't even. They not know. Kobe known for getting buckets. Star, the guy.
He got DPO.
Yeah, it just looked like he's finally responding to the video that I actually reacted to. It was kind of like late last week, but and it's like the thing about TikTok and shorts, reels, like it's real difficult for people to kind of get the full context of what you're saying, right? They only got 30 seconds of information to make a decision on what they think of you and your view on something, right? And it's not necessarily fair. So here it looks like Jeff Teague is actually going to get an opportunity to actually kind of fix, all time, if you just ask people who love, let me read that right. All time, if you just ask who people love and you ask casuals, then Kobe might be number 1. That's a fact. That's a fact. A lot of casuals might have Kobe as 1 because, one, you're still emotional about the passing, and that's still tough. I don't think the NBA is ever going to recover from that because it's just something that we wasn't really expecting to happen. The helicopter crash, the people that was involved, that's just a tragic day. I cried that day. I know a lot of people might have cried that day. My mom cried that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's emotional, but it's like you can't think about all that stuff. You got to think about just purely basketball. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like me as a fan, I can't say Kobe was better than Jordan. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't say he's better than LeBron. I can't say he's better than Kareem. I can't say he's better than Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like just looking at everything, everything as a whole and cumulative. And maybe that's the fault of the media because he's not a 3-time MVP. Maybe it's because, he did play with Shaq. TK, yo, what's up? How you doing, man? I'm doing good, man. I'm trying to actually wrap up this live. I'm checking out this one video, man. I know my lady waiting for me, man, but I got to get some rest. I'm actually going to be on the road a good bit tomorrow on vacation, you know what I'm saying? So try to get this live out the way, get my little take on this, and man, enjoy this trip, man. I'm on vacation right now, so doing a little bit of work. I'm doing good, man. How you doing, man? Tell me how you doing. But yeah, a lot of casuals, I agree, David. Like, a lot of casuals will definitely like have Kobe where you don't necessarily belong, and they will, argue you if you say otherwise. I grew up a Kobe hater, and it all washed away that last game, and he became one of my favorites. Yeah, that 60-point performance, man, it's one of the best performances of all time. In my opinion, especially with it being the last game. Just sub because you said Curry over. Man, all right, in Light Division, you better unsub then because I did not say that. But I appreciate the sub, man. But no, I got Kobe over Curry. TK, not so great. Man, what's going on, man? Talk to us, man. What's going on, bro? I'm sorry to hear that, man. Dorito Money Gang, I think the reason love Kobe so much is because his mentality and attitude. But also his passing definitely swayed people's rankings on emotion. Yes, 100%. 100%, man. Like, I think emotion plays a factor in a lot of people's lists. I think it does, man. Light. Let's see. J Kick. Oh, hey, all right. Got somebody on oh man. Collaboration, mutually. I don't know, man. We could talk later. Finally got some people from Kick on here. Appreciate it. But yeah, man, I think emotions definitely play a big factor in a lot of people's opinions on Kobe, man. And I mean, it's okay. TK, my mom died 2 days ago, man. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I'm so sorry to hear that. I couldn't fathom and imagine losing my mom, man. So thoughts and prayers for you, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I'm actually still getting over the passing of my dad. My dad passed away early May. And you know, like every day I think of him, every single day. So, you know, like I know how it is for you, man. You probably think about your mom every day, and I know it's tough, man, but as time goes on, you know, it's definitely gonna get easier, and you just gotta stay prayed up, man. And some days you're gonna cry, dude. You know, it's all right, but just let it out, let it flow. It's natural. You know, it's supposed to happen like that. You're supposed to care and feel for your parent like that. Like the vision is all love, John. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. Jay Moore, where did they have Kobe? Man, they had Kobe at 11, dude. Man, they had Kobe at 11. I actually covered the whole list, man, the whole top 100, man. But they have Curry over Kobe, and that's what pushed Kobe outside of the top 10. Dorito Money Gang King, TK. Yeah, man, definitely, man. Prayers for TK, man. Prayers for TK. Definitely, man. But yeah, that's just the only advice I had, man. Like just losing a parent recently, because this is the first parent that I lost was my dad, and I was very close to him. I was his caregiver for a little bit. You know, it's just like I can't say that it ever gets easy. You know, it's just every day that passes, you just kind of learn how to deal with it and manage it and just kind of go about your day, you know, and to where it doesn't really have a big impact on your day, man. But yeah, but like in this time, man, like, bro, it's okay to cry. All right, it's okay to just kind of like isolate yourself a little bit, get your thoughts together, and just let it out. Just make sure you surround yourself with people that love you and feel the same way. You know, it's just thoughts and prayers for you, man. Cause like I said, like I know exactly, I know how you feel, man. You know, so definitely. But anyway, but yeah, we'll go ahead. We get back to this video, man. But yeah, it kind of seems like Jeff Teague and the crew, they're kind of like, you know, talking about their comments on Kobe Bryant that kind of went viral, and everybody kind of was knocking Jeff Teague, including myself a little bit. Like division, to be honest, I'm scared for that. I'm scared for when that day comes, and it's inevitable, man. Like if life works out the way like it should, like, you know, our parents is not supposed to outlive us, you know. So it's just like you just gotta prepare yourself for that day whenever it happens, man. But it still don't make it easy at all. You know what I'm saying?
Buckets, star, the guy.
He got DPOI.
Yeah. 2 first-team selections.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
That's insane.
It's from our test, bro.
Because when they talk about defenders,
That's right.
they talking about defenders, they're bringing him up.
Easily.
Yeah, and I ain't trying to be disrespectful.
Players, the greatest NBA
They're bringing
players.
him
I'm not calling him better right now. That was Ron Artest, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we love Kobe. Y'all don't have to be weird. We
Yeah,
acknowledge Kobe.
they act like I said Kobe wasn't cold.
Yeah.
I said,
Killer, bro.
You weird ass Laker fans, stop being fucking weird.
yeah, Kobe.
I don't know, Teague. Teague also did have a video saying like he didn't really like watching Kobe play because everything just seems like he's trying too hard. You know, it's multiple videos of Jeff Teague kind of like slandering Kobe and kind of coming at Kobe, and now that the fans is kind of pressing him about the whole situation, now it seems like he's trying to like backpedal a little bit, man. So I'm sorry, y'all. This chat ain't been right. I know like half the chat been off the screen, y'all. Bear with me. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to work this chat out. I know a lot of people probably can't even read it. I got it so small. ASAP Steph, man, welcome. All these media outlets have the worst rankings. Kobe is better than Curry, Bird, Magic, Russell, and Wilt. I do agree that Kobe is better than Bird. I do agree that he's better than Russell and Wilt. I do personally have Magic over Kobe on my list. And they both have the same amount of championships, but Magic also has more MVPs, more finals MVPs. He did, along with Larry Bird, save the league. The NBA wouldn't have been what it was if it wasn't for Magic and Larry Bird and their competitive spirit and people wanting to watch them play, you know, all the way back from that Indiana State, Michigan State duo in the championship game, which is still the highest rated college basketball game of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like Magic impact on the game, you know, put the league in a position it is in today, you know, in order for Michael Jordan take it and do what he did with it, you know, in the league to expand to the type of heights that it has met, and it's still rising till this day. You know, so that's why I personally have Magic over Kobe. I used to have Kobe over Magic, but it's just like I'm just thinking about everything as a whole. You know, Magic career was also cut short too. Like if he didn't run into that whole HIV thing, Magic could have been the greatest ever. But, you know, he had to retire kind of prematurely because of that. ASAP Steph, Curry don't play defense, and I love Magic, but skill-wise, Kobe is way better. Yeah, Kobe's a better defender, and he's a better shot maker than Magic, but Magic is the greatest facilitator ever. And I know John Stockton got the record, but, you know, like, Magic, his impact was instantaneous on his teams. And even after Kareem left, those Lakers teams were still competitive and still tough and still was making deep playoff runs. So what's my top five like division? My top five is Mike, Bron, Kareem, Magic, Kobe. And at my five, like I said, like Kobe, some days I'll probably put Duncan in that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but that's my five. But anyway, we'll finish rolling this. I definitely want to hear what Jeff Teague got to say, and we'll try to get through this video right quick.
Kobe the guy, but defensively, I just couldn't. When I think about defense, Kobe Bryant does not pop in my head. When I think about buckets, Kobe Bryant pop in my head. When I think about defense, we say Tony Allen, Ron Artest, Ben Wallace.
Facts.
Yeah, Ron Artest held motherfucking Melo under 10.
All right, ASAP Steph, Magic is a better playmaker. I get 100%. Yeah, I mean, Kobe wasn't looking to pass like that. Man, Kobe was looking to score that thing, man. Get it off the glass. Like division, take Kobe out and put Steph. And we have the same top five. That's your list, bro. That is your list. I can't knock that. You know, that's your list. I can't argue that. You know what I'm saying?
Bron before.
Yeah, you know, these are the people that pop up in my head. So when I see this stat that I wasn't even familiar with, that he had this many first team all defense, I'm like,
damn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hey, you like, hold on a second. Yeah. Man, I'm not even going to lie to you. I can't even remember where I got the shirt at. I saw it on Facebook. I actually got a Michael Jackson one just like this too. But they have like a lot of like the stars with like gold teeth in their mouth. Mike Tyson got one, Jordan, Michael Jackson, O.J. Simpson got one too. So like, but yeah, they do that where they put like chains and grills and all that stuff. The Michael Jackson one is epic, man. But yeah, I wish I could actually find that. Sometimes it feels that Teague rage baits for the algorithm. That's true. Gilbert Arenas does it too. Like division, it's only because he changed the game. Curry won because Love and Irvin got injured. Then Durant had to join and make a super team for Curry to win. I'll definitely say that for that first finals. Even though Iguodala did have a big impact on that, you know, with guarding Bron the way he did, because you know, they didn't have any other options outside of Bron. Matthew Dellavedova was probably the second best player on the Cavs, you know, whenever that finals was going on. Like division, we don't do what ifs. I mean, yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
More than meta is insane.
yeah,
bro.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I just saw Dennis Rodman stats. I had a conversation with somebody yesterday. I said Dennis Rodman is definitely a all-star, one of the best ever.
All defense teams Dennis Rodman made, huh? Dennis Rodman only made 7 all defensive teams.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, the rest of
He
my
got
case.
2 DPOYs back to back too.
But you only make 7 all defense.
That's why they're on the court, bro. It's a guard.
How many first team all defense he made?
First team 7.
How many first team Kobe made?
12.
He made 12. He made all defense team 12 times,
I
right?
think it was 9.
9 first team.
The code, though, but
And also, man, like most people don't really mention like the 9 first team all defensive teams he made. It's tied for most all time. I think it's just him, KG, and Mike. But yeah, so that says a lot too.
That's a lot.
So that
Kobe.
nigga,
Honestly,
This is no disrespect.
Oh, that's a
Nah,
good
man.
comment. I'm
Wait.
sorry. I can't ignore this one. ASAP Steph Curry changed the game for the worse. Now it's boring with players chucking up too many threes. Kobe has more points and first team all defensive teams. Great take. I agree with you 100%. You know, like I think a lot of players are throwing up too many threes and it's at an inefficient rate and it's making the game unwatchable. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I don't think everybody need to have that play style. I think Trae Young does it well. I think Anthony Edwards is probably shooting a little bit too much for my liking, but he is pretty efficient at it. Who else does it? You know, of course Curry does it. He's a godfather of it, right? Pablo Mendez. I don't like watching Jeff Teague because he takes forever to get to the point. Yeah, I kind of see that in this video here, man. Like the vision, they don't need to copy Steph, to be honest. Yeah, that's real. I mean, everybody can't be Curry. I mean, it's kind of like that in the WNBA a little bit. Like Caitlin Clark, man, she has been playing terribly. Goodness gracious, man, she has been inefficient, and she's about to participate in the 3-point contest. I mean, if I was you, I'll take her on FanDuel because she might actually figure out how to shoot again in a competition. Except Steph, I like Curry, by the way, but look at ratings with all these threes they be shooting. Facts. I mean, the ratings is the lowest it's ever been, man, with the NBA. So I agree, man. I like Curry too, man. Like I actually had a chance to see Curry as a gift for my birthday. My lady, she got me tickets to the Pelicans game, and we went to the game and actually had a chance to see Curry. This was when Curry hit 6 3-pointers. The very next game was in Memphis, and I think Curry had like 52 points in Memphis. So I couldn't make that game. But yeah, but he was actually like heating up to that point. Dorito Money Gang, Anthony Edwards developing his threes, so when he makes them, the defenders step up, and then he gets on that rim. That's true. That's true. Make them play aggressive to where you can actually use your ability and physical traits to actually drive by them. TK, what team were? I'm a fan of the Lakers. I've been a Lakers fan ever since the Kobe days. I roll with them, you know, through the whole dark period, you know, when Kobe got hurt and then after Kobe retired until we got LeBron, even whenever we was missing the playoffs. Like, I've been rocking with the Lakers, man. So, you know, that's my squad, man. And I don't rep for LeBron hard because of that. You know, I rep for LeBron because I think he deserves the respect. But that's why I'm a Kobe Bryant fan. You know, that's why he's my favorite player of all time. Brad, appreciate it, TK. What about you, man? What's your team?
Based off this, Kobe is the best two-way player ever.
yeah, that's what they say.
I swear to God, there's no other two-way player. That term should have been made up a long time
Yeah,
ago.
he the best.
I don't think he's bigger than Jordan. How many Jordan?
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
bro.
he got more than Jordan.
Damn, well,
He
He the GOAT, bro.
he the GOAT.
For sure.
yeah.
All right, let's get away from the Kobe conversation.
No.
All right, man. Now they're saying Kobe's the GOAT. I don't know, man. That's not the way to go, Jeff. The way to go is to stand on what you said, bro. Don't say Jordan's the GOAT now. Like Division, do you think Bronny James next up? I think Bronny has the potential to be a real good pro. I don't think he's gonna be on the same level as his dad. But I definitely think he'll be a really great pro. He's a really good defender. He's not really good on offense yet. He has to master that part of his game, you know, where like he's more efficient. He's making and taking good shots, right? Makeable shots. Like whenever he's open from 3, you got to be able to make that. He got to develop that. He has to develop his finishing ability in the paint because like when you're a small guard, you got to be aggressive. You got to attack. You got to use your athleticism to get to the paint, you know, get to the foul line, the whole 9. But on that defensive side of the ball, that dude has what it takes to be a better defender than his dad was. That dude has the potential. I think he has Drew Holiday, Davion Mitchell type potential, you know, whenever it comes to the defensive side of basketball. TK, I'm a Mavs fan, even though y'all took our star player, Luka. Hey, man, y'all gave Luka up, TK. I don't know about that one, man. You got to talk to Nico Harrison about that one, man. But, hey, man, if y'all offering up Luka on a platter, we taking Luka. I don't care. We had to trade LeBron. We was taking that.
Now he's the best two-way player ever.
That's what they say.
You got 12 offers? 12
He the best two-way player ever.
And how y'all mad because we think somebody can play defense?
That's what we killed.
Why does that make you mad?
He act like we said somebody was.
ASAP Steps, thanks for Luke. Lakers all day. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Hey, Nico Harrison, man. If I knew where Nico Harrison lived, I'm sending Nico Harrison a freaking Christmas gift. Because, man, he set us up for like the next, 15 years or so with Luka, man. Like we good. We good for a minute with him. As long as he stay with us. Especially we could get Jokic now. You know, because Jokic and Luka are best friends, man. We could pull that off. Ooh.
It's better than us.
You niggas.
Yeah. You hating on Kobe because I said, damn, I ain't know he had that many first teams. That's crazy.
Nigga said, you can never lace some Kobe shoes. Tell T you could never. It's something if we see him in some Kobe's.
How many LeBron got?
And one nigga sent me that picture, that meme with Kobe in heaven, looking down at T.
With the hands, yeah.
Take my motherfucking shoes off, nigga.
This is crazy.
Oh, shit.
That's one of my favorite pictures, bro. Kobe with the hands looking down, bro. Disgusting to people, bro.
So,
Who is this?
who made 13? Bron made all NBA first team. I mean, his NBA. What the defense at? I'm gonna say
It's quiet.
keep looking.
That's funny as hell.
I think 5 times.
He made
6.
He did. Kobe the best two-way player ever, bro.
TK, but hey, I'm not mad because we got. Hey, man, y'all looking good though. I like Flag, even though I don't know why he's not playing for the rest of the summer league. Injury-ish, I don't know, but yeah, man, y'all set for the future, man. Y'all really good for now and the future because you got AD when Kyrie come back. Because I saw Kyrie hooping a couple days ago. Somebody posted him like dribbling, and he looks good. You know, so like y'all set, man. And like before everybody got hurt for Dallas, like with AD's first game, Dallas was looking really good. That could be a really dangerous team if everybody gets healthy. And then you throw Flag in the mix, and that's your future. Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey, y'all nice. Y'all nice if everybody healthy. I'm scared to see y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, y'all got y'all future wrapped up right there with Cooper Flag.
Bro, that's a fact.
Y'all made twice as more as Broad.
He can never. Don't compare.
Oscar Rogers, what's happening? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, man. We talking about Kobe, man, and and his ranking and how we don't really agree with it. Some people do, but I don't personally. ASAP Steph, I agree. The Mavs have a nice squad when healthy, but Luka is generation. Yeah, man, Luka, man. Like I said, man, this dude got potential to be within the top 15 of this list at least, bare minimum. If he's able to actually, because he's been working out from what I've been hearing, what I've been seeing, like DeAndre Ayton when he just got signed, like he said, man, Luka looks good, you know what I'm saying? So, a healthy Luka is dangerous for the league. That's all I got to say, because a very unhealthy Luka was killing everybody. Yeah, TK, you guys might also, hey, man, I'll send LeBron to the Mavs.
Ever to Kobe again, apparently. Because we out of pocket.
Take that Lakers jersey off.
Yeah. I got to see a picture of Luka, man. I got to see how those workouts going right now.
For sure.
People really was mad at me, bro. I'm like, that's crazy. But hey, he
That's
the
what I
best.
say, man. I be telling you, stop doing shit, bro, because you don't be answering these people DMs, and then they bring all the bullshit to me.
Hey, one nigga, I wrote one nigga back two niggas back yesterday. One nigga told me, I want you to die. I hope your mama die. I hope everybody in your family die. So every talk about Kobe, I hate you. If I see you, I'm pulling up.
Yeah,
Because
I know you're not lying.
I live in New York. I said,
I be getting fuck Jeff Teague and fuck Marcus.
What do you say for people?
put the 50 cent me up. I wrote him back. I said, I'm in Brownsville, bitch. But I had one throw me back. I'm like, I lit her. Drop the Addy.
Oh, me.
Trying to slide him back.
Dorito Money Gang, Wembanyama, potential to be top 5, though. He's locked. Oh, yes. Man, Wembanyama. Then he's channeling like his inner monk. Ooh, woo. Then the Spurs drafted good. They got Harper. They got Castle. They got a squad. They got a bright future ahead of them, man. That's all I got to say, bro. I like the Spurs in the future. Woo, woo. especially if Wembanyama stay healthy, man, I like them. But yeah, I agree 100%.
Kobe is crazy.
Oh, it's a classic meme. My dog was talking about it Josiah. About 2 niggas linked up on Christmas to fight over Kobe argument. I think on 45 minutes, bro, to bump about Kobe, bro.
That is crazy, bro. Y'all too tapped into me, bro. I ain't know, bro. Shout out to the best two-way player ever, man.
Kobe Bryant, baby, best two-way player. Brandon Montana said, good morning, guys, from Houston. Shout out to Houston. What do y'all taking y'all prime? Olajuwon, LeBron, or Kobe and Tim Duncan?
Yeah, I ain't talking about Kobe no more, man. I'm going to take Olajuwon and Bron, man.
I ain't talking about Kobe. They picked up.
Cause I'm just gonna leave that out of there, bro. I'm just gonna take Olajuwon and Bron.
I ain't fucking with you.
Shout out to Houston live show coming soon, baby. Barney Brew 82 said Teague, and he starts in the Bucks parade. Bucks fans still remember PJ's dog speech. Also, you gotta wear the ring on the show one day. Much love.
Yeah, tell a joke, nigga.
Yeah, man. So that's pretty much gonna wrap that up, man. It looks like Teague's backpedaling a little bit. He's backpedaling a little bit, man. It's like whenever you say something like that, you just gotta stand on your beliefs, man. And man, what's kind of crazy is I posted my reaction to that comment. I posted that on TikTok, and whenever I started out the video, I was just quoting what Jeff Teague just said. Dorito Money Gang King for real. Yeah. But I'm sorry. Do you think Kobe and Shaq should have more than one MVP? I definitely think Kobe should have more than one. I think that and I don't know, man. I think one of those MVPs Nash got should have went to Kobe. Shaq came in second on one of them, though. The first one that he got, that Steve Nash got. But I don't know, man. I think Nash should have been MVP in 2007 when Dirk got it. 2006 should have been Kobe, even though LeBron was second in voting that year. Dirk was 3. Whenever Duncan got one in 2003, I think it should have been Kobe. You know, so I think Kobe should at least be a 3-time MVP winner. But anyway, but like as far as the whole Teague situation, like I actually posted a short myself on what Teague was saying, and I quoted Teague in my little Opus clip thing. It pulled my quote of Jeff Teague, and it made it seem like I was saying that Kobe wasn't a good defender. Dude, I got killed. I'm still getting killed to this day on TikTok. By the way, I got all my stuff down below. Check out my links. It's ITSJONJONTV on everything. YouTube, Kick, TikTok. But I'm still getting cooked to this day, and I was just quoting Jeff Teague. I personally think Kobe is a good defender. I personally think he's a really good two-way defender. As far as the best two-way player ever, maybe Jordan or Olajuwon. And I'll probably get denied to Olajuwon as best two-way player of all time. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I still think that, Jeff Teague probably, I think he disrespected Kobe. I think he's kind of been disrespecting Kobe, with the stories that he tells. I pretty much watch, a good bit of his podcast. I watch a good bit of his shorts and all that stuff. And, he don't really look at Kobe in that good of a light as I think he holds Joe Johnson to a higher regard than he does Kobe Bryant. But anyway, but a lot of players that actually used to play against Kobe and guarded him and they praised him while he was still here. Now that he's not here to defend himself, they are using this opportunity to say things and rage bait and get clicks and get views. And I personally don't think that is fair. I don't think that is right. I think that they need to give him the same type of respect that they gave him when he was still here. And I think a good bit of that stuff, it stems off of jealousy. Kobe was able to obtain and accomplish things that a lot of those guys wasn't able to do. You know what I'm saying? And as a Kobe fan, as a fan of the game, at its purity, I think we need to give Kobe the respect that he deserves. We need to look at everything from a pure logical standpoint, a fair standpoint, and therefore we won't have lists like the one Bleacher Report just put out. Even though you can't blame everybody from Bleacher Report because some people had him as high as 4, but whoever had him as low as 18, come on, man, come to the light. Explain your logic behind it, and I want to see the rest of your list, man, because like it just don't make any sense to me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me go ahead and go back to the comments before I wrap up the live because I'm coming up on 2 hours. In a few hours I got to drive, but Elias, sup, big dog, man, what's happening, man? I thought you was in the live a little earlier. Look, you hopping back on. Danonin, I'm sorry, man, if I botched your name. Hello, bro, how are you? I'm interviewing some people. My question is, what's your biggest motivation for living? I am a dad of twin girls, and I also have a third daughter that's 14, and I have a loving, caring, not my wife yet, man, but I'm gonna marry her soon. But you know, it's just beautiful family, man. Beautiful family. That's my reason for living and for trying to accomplish things and push this YouTube channel and trying to do well in my day job and just try to be the best dad I could be, the best partner I could be. But that's my reason, my family. Like the vision, yeah, that 18 is crazy. Yeah, man. I mean, Bleacher Report needs to put out who ranked a person that well. Like, put out each individual person that had a vote list to where us fans don't come at them as a brand, but we go at that individual and be like, hey, can you explain this? Because I'm pretty sure, like, some people that had a vote, they don't have credibility. They don't have the credibility. You know what I'm saying? ASAP Steph, I hate to say this, but Kobe gets hated on by the media because, hey, that's fair. That whole Denver, Colorado thing, like, that really that took a lot away from Kobe. That took a lot away from him because you got to look, like, when Shaq left, Kobe didn't even make a first-team All-NBA. He played well. They had him as All-NBA third team. I don't think he made a first-team All-Defense or anything like that. He barely was an All-Star starter. You know, so the media, they beat up Kobe for years after that happened, that whole Denver, Colorado incident. And that's why they gave Nash those 2 MVPs and all that stuff. And Dirk even got one. You know, when Kobe... In that span, Kobe was definitely the best player in basketball. You know, for us fans that watched the game and for us fans that was around the game, you know, like, Kobe was definitely head and shoulders above everybody. And he didn't get the respect that he deserved. He just was on some bad teams, you know what I'm saying? Like Lamar Odom's your second best player, no disrespect to him. After that, Smush Parker. You know, like, Kobe didn't really have any teams. That's why he was trying to move. TK, all right, man, I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, whatever time it is. Hey, appreciate you, TK, man. I hope to see you on more lives in the future, man. I appreciate you for coming through, man, and joining us and contributing with your conversation, man. Take care, bro. Man, I wish I knew how to pronounce your name, Danonin. Did I say that right? Nice answer, bro. Sorry, my name is a little complicated to pronounce. I'm Brazilian and learning a little English too, so I don't judge you. Hey, appreciate it, man. Yeah, love from Brazil, man. Hey, do you currently reside in Brazil? Where you currently stay at, man? But anyway, but I'm gonna go ahead and actually wrap up this live. Before I end, anybody that's not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. We are over 2K. I'm actually on the grind to get to 5K. Actually going to be doing a giveaway soon. So this is what I do on this channel. I talk about basketball. I cover basketball. I do deep dives. I just started going live. I'm also on Kick. If you're on the Kick platform, I don't do Twitch. I'm going to stick with Kick. And then also, I'm going to actually be live streaming to TikTok soon. As soon as I get my requirements to be able to do that. But I also post, like, a lot of shorts and clips on TikTok. But at least if you're on this platform and you are checking me out on YouTube, check me out, you know, sub, Dorito Money. Man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the sub. I appreciate it. Like I said, man, I'm going to be doing this more often. I'm actually on vacation, ASAP Steph. Just subscribe. We got to stop all this Kobe hate, man. ASAP Steph, I appreciate you too. We got to stop all the hate, man. We got to give Kobe the respect that he deserves, especially while he rests. But I appreciate y'all. I'm going to go ahead and try to get a little bit of sleep because my vacation starts. I won't be live streaming for the next couple of days, but I do plan on live streaming on Friday night. So check me out Friday night and through the weekend a little bit. But anyway, appreciate y'all for joining, for the ones that did and for the ones that's still here. Like it up, comment, and most importantly, sub. Like I said, I got more of this where it came from. But anyway, catch y'all on the next live. Catch you on the next video. Love y'all.